3 ending and post credit sets up Kang Dynasty. Let's see what War 2 has to say about this and check this out.
So, in today's video, we're going to talk about Ant-Man 3 Quantumania and the ending that has confused a lot of people. I don't really understand why. Kang is not dead, he's not even close to being dead. People are memeing Kang the Conqueror going, yeah, but Ant-Man and Wasp can beat Kang the Conqueror. No, they can't, he isn't dead, they didn't beat him. Also, we have some of the huge news about Avengers 5, the Kang's Dynasty, Avengers the Kang's Dynasty. So much to look forward to in the future of Marvel movies and Marvel TV shows. Kevin Feige recently said they're slowing down production to focus on quality over quantity. Well done, Kevin Feige. And Kevin Feige's also going to get a new role, which is going to be bigger than being head of Marvel. That's going to be interesting. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? What's you here? If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, pop culture based content that we do on a daily basis. You could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, let me know down below. Are you one of these people hating on Ant-Man 3 for no freaking reason? Oh yeah, it was a fun little movie in my opinion. That's all it is, a movie. So, also if you could check us out on Instagram at WarStew to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And also if you could, check us out on Twitter at WarStewG. Right, let's get into this video. So, the reason there is a huge criticism about the future of Marvel is the writer, Jeff Loveness, wrote the movie Ant-Man 3. He also is writing Kang's Dynasty, so using that same logic, you think Avengers 5 the Kang's Dynasty is going to suck because Jeff Loveness is writing that as well. Yeah, sure, he's not directing it. It's currently being directed by the Shang-Chi director, which I wasn't really a fan of movies. So, the end of this movie, we see, careful spoilers don't ruin your life, we see a version of Kang being defeated, kind of. And this Kang wasn't even close to full power. So, he gets sucked into the multiversal engine source. So he goes in there. Okay, but we're going to have to back it up first. So, he was stuck in there. He was exiled by Immortus, Scarlet Centurion, and Rama Tut, because in the post-credit scene, they seem to be the main vocal point of the other versions of Kang that we will be meeting. So, he was sent there. Him and Janet worked for years and years to find a way to fix the energy source. They did it. She touched it and she got some crazy psychic voodoo vision that he was a freaking conqueror. I just wish we seen him kill the Avengers, kill Thor, etc. like we were told about. That would have been so cool. And then what she did, she used the pin particles to blow up the energy source. And essentially throughout this movie, Scott is threatened, I will kill your daughter if you don't help me. So he shrinks it down with the pin particles, and then boom, we have the multiversal engine that wasn't really connected to Kang throughout this movie at all. That's why he wasn't close to being full power. So people are memeing Kang going, yeah, Kang's so freaking powerful that Ant-Man took him out. No, really, if you watch the scene, he was sucked into the multiversal engine. So he's either stuck in that sphere or he's gone beyond that sphere to somewhere else. So in Marvel Comics and in the MCU, it's actually pretty deep how many different layers there are. So obviously we have Earth, but we also have other realms like we've seen in Black Panther. We have the astral plane, we have the quantum realm, we have the soul world, we have the dark dimension, we have the mirrorverse. I was going to say we have the Warstewverse, but we don't. That's on this YouTube channel, etc. So it's not just that plane, and it's not just linear on the level that there's only Earth and then there's a multiverse. There is so many freaking layers. Then we have the Void. Then we have where the TVA is. Then we have the Citadel at the end of time. There's so many. Then there's Utopian parallel. There's so many levels to it. So, in plain terms, we have the MCU. Then we have the multiverse. Then we have the nexus of all realities. And then we have what is beyond this. Now, before the movie came out, there was a theory, rumour. I like to think of these scoops and rumours that go around as theories, that Jonathan Majors playing Kang the Conqueror would come back at some point to play the Beyonder. So, has he been sucked into the Beyond realm, which exists completely outside of Marvel, as we know it in a roundabout way? the Beyond Realm, the Beyond Verse, because it's beyond everything. So where is it? The Beyond Realm exists beyond and is older than the current Marvel Omniverse. Originally a realm that was formed from the original Beyonder, due to retcons, is currently hosted by the omnipotent power being known as the Beyonder. So that's essentially where he could be. That's why I think it's confusing the ending. I did put a video out before the movie came out, and it turns out plot leak was true, that he's gone somewhere. We don't believe he's dead because there have been multiple rumors from credible sources saying the Kang we see either and/or in the Kang's Dynasty and either and/or in Secret Wars is going to be played by Jonathan Majors, playing a variant of Kang, which is the Beyonder, and he's actually gone to the Beyondverse, the endless white space. And at the end of the movie, it did say Kang will return, and it's not talking about all the other Kangs that we see in the post-credit scene, like Immortus, like Ramatut, like Scarlet Centurion. It's not talking about that. So the reason some people are very skeptical about the future of Marvel is, it's very simple. It's because most of people that go to watch Marvel movies are casual fans. So they're like, this big bad they've been teasing for so long, he's so powerful, but then he gets beat by Ant-Man and Wasp. He didn't. Go back and rewatch the movie, and you'll see he gets sucked into it. Comic book logic, comic book lore. No one, was his body disintegrated? No. Did you see a body? Did you see a dead body? Did you see his death? No. So I understand why a lot of people are very skeptical about Kang being mighty powerful, but we didn't really see Kang, did we? He wasn't connected to the chair. He wasn't connected to the energy source. And Marvel is going to go crazily cosmic now. And some people are getting worried because the Marvel has been delayed. Captain Marvel 2 has been delayed till November. That's actually a good thing, because the problem we have and the general conception is a lot of these super movies rely too much on sound stages, they rely too much on green screen, too much on CGI, is they don't give the VFX artists, they don't give the studio houses that work on these movies long enough to touch up and make sure the CGI is perfect, which, like Kevin Feige said recently, they're going to spend longer on actually making the movies, making TV series, to make sure it is 100% polished before it gets released, which is great. They're such a big company, they don't need to keep pushing out content. Quality over quantity always. So, post-credit scene, I don't understand why a lot of people are confused about this. Because Kang has many variants. Mr. Jonathan Majors, he who remains, said, "You think I'm evil? Wait till you meet my variants." This has been teased up for a long time. Now I understand a good proportion of the audience thought He Who Remains was the same character as Kang the Conqueror. There could be a plot twist here. So, predominantly in the post-credit scene, we see what looks like to be Immortus being the main Kang within the Kang of the Council of the Kangs. We see Ramatut, and we see Scarlet Centurion. And they're like, you didn't kill him, well, we exiled him. No Kang wants another Kang to be killed by anyone, because it's almost like you're attacking them. So, throughout the next few years of Marvel, we're going to see a variant of variants like Ramatut, Scarlet Centurion, and Immortus being in control and seeing what's going on everywhere. We know Victor Timely is going to be in Loki Season 2 to try and maybe revert the death of He Who Remains, because it's going back in time to the 30s, so potentially that's a plot story there. But I don't understand why a lot of people are worried about the future of Kang the Conqueror. That version of Kang, according to all the rumours, will return before the Kang's Dynasty. There is so many movies coming before then. So many movies coming before then. So we've got some major news, a major story. I don't actually think this is major at all, but the internet is probably going to make out this is major news, which I don't actually believe it is. So, it came out recently over the last couple of days. Tom Holland is still Spider-Man. Yeah, I know. Mystery. Massive mystery that Tom Holland is actually Spider-Man. So the problem that Marvel has with the Avengers is they have no Captain America. Yeah, I know there's a new Captain America. No one cares at the moment. No one cares for that character. There's no Robert Downey Jr. So, who replaces Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Captain America, as the leader of the Avengers? You can't go with Brie Larson. You can't go with a new captain. So, you've got to go with Spider-Man, Tom Holland. And I don't actually think he can carry a movie by himself, and I know a lot of people will give me discredit and hate on me, but I don't think he can carry a movie himself, but he's going to have other people with him. So, It's recently come out that Tom Holland signed a new contract. I don't understand why that is even news. Like, seriously, Tom Holland was always going to sign a new contract. It's always a play when he's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to do another one. It's always about the money. Doesn't matter how old the actor is, it's always about money. They always want more money. So reportedly he got somewhere between $10 to $15 million for Spider-Man No Way Home. And if he signs a new deal, which apparently he has, but it was obvious, it's just a case of when they make it public knowledge, he will be making a lot more money. I don't think he's going to be making Robert Downey Jr. money, because let's be honest, Tom Holland is not a pool like Robert Downey Jr. is. Not even close to it. So, allegedly, according to internet people, Tom Holland Spider-Man will be leading the Kang's Dynasty movie, and he will be the lead. And that's kind of obvious. Literally anyone could have came up with that. Literally anyone could have guessed that, because, like I said, no one cares for these new Avengers. No one cares for Shang-Chi. No one cares for She-Hulk. No one cares for new Captain America. When I say no one cares, I mean the general audience will not go and watch the next Avengers movie because Shang-Chi's in it, because She-Hulk's in it. But you throw Spider-Man in it, cool. You throw Chris Hemsworth Thor, they'll go watch it. You throw Loki in it, they'll go watch it. So, as bad as it is, Marvel doesn't have much star power anymore because of Robert Downey Jr. saying, I am Iron Man, and because Chris Evans' Captain America is essentially retired. So, allegedly, Tom Holland has signed a new contract and he's going to be the leader of the Avengers, which is not a bad idea, but I don't know if it'll work, but we'll have to see, won't we? But everyone loves Spider-Man, and most of Spider-Mans generally do well. I mean, No Way Home pulled a lot of money because of Tobey and Andrew and all the other people. I think if you take them all away, it wouldn't have got close to $1.8 billion. I mean, you can disagree with me if you want, but it's true, it wouldn't have got close to that number if they weren't in that. That's just factually speaking correct. So also in the news, Spider-Man 4 will come out before Secret Wars. Is that even news? It's not really news, but it's doing the rounds. Tom Holland is the lead of the Kang's Dynasty. The funny thing about all these scoops and rumours is no one can confirm it, and then a bunch of other scoopers are backing this up like, yeah man, this is true, it is what it is. Holland signed a new huge deal in secret. It's not really in secret. He's not going to publicly sign a new contract on a live stream or something, so it's not in secret. Lots of contracts, negotiations get signed until it's made public. They haven't actually made it public yet that he signed a new contract. That will happen when we get the official announcement for Spider-Man 4. Yeah, sure, the head of Sony Pictures has come out and said it, and Feige's come out and said it, that Spider-Man 4 is deep in development, but until we actually get the affirmation from the studio, you've got to take this with a punch of salt. But the problem with the YouTube community and the Marvel community online is, one of these scoopers, don't get me wrong, My Time to Shine, hello, how you doing? They have a really good track record, but they also can be wrong, and they have been wrong. So it's cool talking about this stuff, and I see it more like theorizing about theories and rumors about what potentially could be true, because until it happens, it actually hasn't happened yet. But the prospect of it happening is freaking awesome. So recently, the post-credit scene for Ant-Man 3 was actually really hard to see the amount of different variances of Kang there was, because there was so freaking many. So full credit to Geeky Cast. He's on YouTube, GeekyCast on Twitter as well. He shared a bunch of different Kangs with me, and I believe he's true. So there is a Nathaniel Von Doom character. There is a Reptile Kang. There is a Mr. Gyron character. So many Kangs to pick out. I'm sure we're going to see so many pop up in like Easter eggs and people doing videos and things popping up on Twitter. But it looks like there is the Reptile Kang, He Who Remains Kang, Victor Timely Kang, Ramatuk Kang, Immortus Kang. Even He Who Remains Kang. In that Colosseum, there's literally thousands of Kangs you can see. So, let me know down below, what Kang did you spot? Was it really a Skrull Kang? There was so many different Kangs in that scene. It was hard to see, and I get it. You can watch said post-credit scene on the internet if you want, although it's not the best quality, but I presume whenever you watch a movie again, you'll notice other Kangs, but it is fascinating how many Kangs. There's a Victor, there's literally a Doom Kang, and no one, I mean, credit to GeekyCast to me, it looks, I mean, I'm not going to say it is Victor Von, like Nathaniel Von Doom, but it literally looks like Doctor Doom, so yeah, full credit to GeekyCast for that. So guys, don't worry about the future of Marvel, because Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to be literally everywhere, which is cool. And Kang in Ant-Man 3, he's not dead, he's gone somewhere else. I could be wrong about the Beyond universe, him becoming the Beyonder, but all the big scoopers saying it, so is it going to be true? We don't know. It could be true, it might not be true, but he's definitely not dead. I do find it interesting how Immortus, Scarlet Sanctorium, and Ramatur all think, oh, the one we exiled is dead. Oh, you're annoyed that it wasn't you that did? And they're going to go get the Avengers. They're going to get all the heroes that are meddling in the multiversal conflicts because it could break everything. It's going to be interesting because obviously the next movie is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's not really going to have anything, but maybe they've added a post-credit scene to do with Kang in there somewhere. We know that the Marvels, careful with what I don't really like, we know the Marvels does have a huge incursion in that movie. Although the plot leaks we cover on this channel are generally 90% right, AntMan 3 was bang up. There is no actual mention of Kang in the plot leak for the Marvels, but it mentions incursions. And incursions is the reason behind the multiversal secret war fight anyway, in a roundabout way. So, in a roundabout way, they probably have got some kind of... Expect to see Kang freaking everywhere, is what I'm trying to say. Don't worry about the future of Marvel. Hopefully this is explain the ending of the movie still for like the third time because some people still don't understand it. And I really hope the information going around about Spider-Man leading the charge for the Kang's Dynasty is true because, like I've said, no one cares about the other Avengers unless they're going to make Thor at the front of it, which I can't see them doing it. There is no Captain America at the moment because no one cares. We haven't had Captain America 4 yet. It is interesting how we're getting all these movies that haven't even been announced. Spider-Man 4 before Secret Wars, kind of obvious. Doctor Strange 3 coming soon, not even being announced before Secret Wars. They're trying to slide so many movies before Secret Wars, they're not even announced. But people need to realise that yes, the Kang's Dynasty did have a release date for 2025, but I honestly think it's going to get pushed back. Secret Wars was supposed to be 2026. I do think that's getting pushed back as well, because there's too much to cram in before then. And the Kang's Dynasty, most people are like, what, Kang's dead? There's so many. There's literally thousands of variants of Kang. So, chill out, lads and ladettes. So, like always, guys, check us out on Instagram. Watch you to see the beautiful face behind the viewer voice. Check us out on Twitter. Watch you G, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.
Please subscribe, like this video. Have a great night, and see you guys. Bye.